In the future world, it will definitely be torture for poor people to sit in jail, because even turning off the lights requires money. Without money, it means that you are destined not to have a good night's sleep. Of course, there is also a way to make money. A box will be sent to the prison every day. There is a large size inside the box. The crochet hook and the ball of green wool also come with an instruction booklet. After getting it, the handsome boy started to learn how to do it. After a day of hard work, he finally cured a baby hat. As he delivered the finished product to the window account, he immediately received an extra 2 cents, but these were far from enough. In the time that followed, the male protagonist began to work more diligently. He would complete the product every time. Immediately pick up the next item and throw it in, because filling your stomach here costs money, and each meal requires one. If he continues like this, he will still make ends meet. But fortunately, Xiaoshuai's skills are becoming more and more proficient, and the delivery speed of finished products has also increased exponentially. In order to save expenses as much as possible, he began to sleep without turning off the lights and even ate only 1 meal a day. He has to endure even the toilet in the street because he has to spend 30 cents to squat in the pit as he works non-stop day and night. The balance on the account also began to increase sharply. When the last item was handed out, the account finally collected $5. With this money, Xiaoshuai could call his mother to borrow money, hire a lawyer, etc. After the mother's figure appeared, the male protagonist even. Before I even had time to say hello, the lower right corner had already started charging. Seeing her son in prison, the mother was almost frightened and had a heart attack. 100,000 yuan. Before Xiaoshuai could give a detailed explanation, the video call was forced to hang up due to insufficient entertainment. At this moment, he completely collapsed and started shouting at the screen. The next day, the male protagonist lost his only hope and he never tried hard again. He was passing the time by having fun all day. This day, the handsome boy was getting angry. Suddenly, the system prompted his account to receive a transfer of 10,000 yuan. Unfortunately, he did not raise his head. Perhaps for the male protagonist, the happiest thing at the moment is eating very quickly. The 3-month period has arrived. The system asked him again if he plead guilty. Currently, there are 2 paths before Xiaoshuai. Either he pleads guilty and accepts a sentence of 45 to 47 years, or he can ask a lawyer to apply for defense now. Just when he felt extremely desperate, he suddenly noticed that there was an unread short message on the screen. The male protagonist of the letter opened it doubtfully and saw that it was 10,000 yuan transferred from his mother. It reminded him that his mother had not given up. Having this money also meant that he had enough money to pay for the lawyer's fees, so he immediately applied for a lawyer. Defend yourself. As the 10,000 yuan disappeared from the account, Xiaoshuai also successfully got on the phone with the ace lawyer. However, things did not go as smoothly as expected. The old man said that the crime committed by the young handsome man was very difficult, and there was no way to deal with it. After that, he asked him not to daydream. The best solution was to plead guilty. After finishing the matter, he hurriedly hung up the phone. In the end, Xiaoshuai had no idea what crime he had committed. That day, he just ran a few steps in a hurry and was then arrested as a suspect by a drone sent by the police. Now, the $10,000 spent has not even been spent on the lawyer, who did not even give him a chance to speak. Convenient. He made a hasty conclusion, and suddenly the young handsome man felt like he was being fooled. He didn't understand who made these so-called rules. And just when the male protagonist was about to give up and accept all this, the system suddenly prompted him. After getting up, he simply couldn't believe his eyes. He turned around and the door was indeed open. At this time, the feeling of regaining freedom had already made him forget the ridiculous things that happened to him. With each person and property being handed into his hands, he couldn't believe it. Everything looks like nothing happened, but compared to these, Xiaoshuai wants to escape here more. This is a very controversial Oscar short film. The prison in the film is like those who make the rules, and we happen to be the bottom layer people. A true portrayal of things. Under these rules, we work hard in a timely manner, but in the end, we can only solve the problem of food and clothing. It restores the sadness of the little people to a great extent. Compared with these, perhaps the feeling of weakness and powerlessness when facing those unfair conditions and being forced to obey is the most uncomfortable thing.